Aloha and welcome to Robin's Craft Room. This week I have been making Christmas cards, and today I'd like to demonstrate how I've made one of those cards, a diagonal double pocket card. These are the supplies that I need to make this card. I need some double-sided paper. In this case, it's Stampin' Up's 12 by 12 Designer Series paper, and it's from the set called Frosty Days. I also need a bone folder and some snail adhesive. My first step is to cut up that wonderful 12 by 12 inch piece of Designer Series paper. This is the piece that I'm going to use. This piece of paper has been cut to 8 by 10 inches. And the reason that I cut it to 8 by 10 and not 8.5 by 11, which seems to be a standard size for paper these days, is that I hate to waste paper. What I end up with is a nice 4-inch wide piece of Designer Series paper by 12 inches. I can cut that to fit very nicely on at least 2 other greeting cards. Not diagonal double pocket card, but another kind. And then I have here a nice, at the bottom, a nice 2-inch piece of paper that I can use for a bookmark. And I am going to be using bookmarks to insert in my diagonal double pocket cards. Now here I am with my 8 by 10 inch piece of Designer Series paper. Let me tell you in the beginning that the color that's on top is the color that is going to show most throughout this project. I'm first going to fold this in half, first along the long edge, match those edges, use my bone folder, I'm going to open that up and fold it along the short edge, again with my bone folder. After I've folded the paper and opened it back up, I'm going to make a cut from one edge of the long side of the paper to the middle of the paper. And that's what I've done here. I've just sliced it right down the middle. The first piece that I'm going to work with is going to be this piece. And I'm going to fold a diagonal down, and I'd like there to be about 1 inch to 1.5 inches from the middle of the paper to the first edge of the fold. And I'm going to take that bone folder and make a nice crisp fold. I am then going to fold this part of the paper over onto the next side. I now have a whole bottom to work with. I'm going to take the bottom edge here and fold it up to meet the fold in the middle of the paper. And this is my second diagonal fold. At this point, I'm going to take this side, fold it around behind that second fold, and fold on top of it. It's a lot easier to make this fold this way than to take the whole thing and fold it up. And then I'm going to fold it up on top of that first diagonal fold, and that's what my card's going to look like. Now I'm going to put some adhesive on it. I'm going to take my snail and apply it at this edge and all along this edge, and fold it up. Press it down to adhere it. And there you've got your diagonal double pocket card. Now here's that card I showed you back in the beginning of the video. In the front pocket, I've put a bookmark. A lot of my friends are avid readers and they can always use bookmarks. And then in the back, ta-da, here, nicely folded up, is our annual Christmas letter. So people who get this won't open the card and have it fall out. It's not falling anywhere. And if they'd like, they can fold it back up, put it back in the card to read again. I hope they're that interested. To finish it off, I've used some rub-ons from the old St. Nick's set of Stampin' Up rub-ons on the bookmark and on the card itself. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoy making your own Christmas cards this year.